Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. But you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put a hashtag pajama in the comments below. So it's the first time you're being exposed to the Pajama Grandma. Today is day 330 of the Daily Scare Share. 329 days in a row, we've gone to the book, Do One Thing a Day That Scares You, to pick an activity that stretches our comfort zone. Yesterday, we got to say a super huge word that I can't even pronounce. It's hippopotamonstrosesquipedalophobia. It's the fear of long words. Well, today our challenge is the sayings day, and it says, I fear those big words, Stephen said, which make us so unhappy. That was said by James Joyce. It must be in a book or something that was written. I don't know what it means. But our challenge today says, words that scare me to use. Now, it's interesting to me that all the words I wrote down are small words. None of them are more than 3 syllables. And that tells me I'm not afraid of big words. Because if I was afraid of big words, I would have written down big words. But I would say words that I might think are big words that I would be afraid of would be impossible. That's 4 syllables, but that's not a very big word. But the words I wrote down, and the words, you can write down whatever words you're afraid of, but I'm not afraid of big words. And like I said, I think it's fascinating that all the words I wrote down are actually little words. Words like try, hope, suffer, can't, shouldn't, excuse, doubt, worry, fear, blame, hustle, because I have kind of mixed feelings about the word hustle, because I used to hustle through my life and that didn't turn out very well. Limited, and control. Those are the words I wrote down that scare me. And they don't scare me from a, ooh, I'm scared, heebie-jeebie, afraid of those words. They're words that I don't use very often, and I catch myself every time I use them. Every time I say the word can't, even in an appropriate sentence, I get this twingy feeling because my dad always raised us to believe that there's no such thing as can't. There's, I don't want to do it, I won't do it, I don't feel like doing it, I ain't gonna do it, and then there's can't do it. But can't is really another version of one of those choices. It's not that I physically cannot do it. Maybe I mentally can't do it. Whatever. I don't like the word can't. So I just found that fascinating that all the words I wrote down were little words. None of them were actually big words at all. So what are some words that you fear? Do you fear big words? There is an actually, it's got this huge name, fear of big words. And I think maybe it's more our fear of not understanding or our fear of feeling stupid. And I will admit, I don't like feeling stupid. Who does? Who wants to think that they're stupid sometimes? But guess what? We all are. Because we live in a world with so much information and so much knowledge. It's totally impossible to know a lot of things, much less everything. It's, you know, we're just lucky we know a little bit about certain subjects and a lot about some subjects. And the vast majority of things just are outside our experience and we know nothing about them. And that's perfectly okay. Anyway, what can you do today to stretch your comfort zone with words today? Notice the language that people use around you. Notice the language that pops into your head. Do you use words that empower you and make you feel better? Or do you use words that limit you and hold you back? Those are the words to be afraid of. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Don't be scared. You got this.